Welcome back to another episode of Cactus Core Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
And last time, we said naughty things about the judge.
Yeah, the judge moonlights as a big sausage delivery pizzaman.
Right.
Who...
Not like you're thinking, though. It gets better.
Yeah, he wears his judge robes when he does it. He presents the pizza fully uncircumcised and with just an uncooked sausage on top. Uncooked and uncut. It's not his penis, by the way. We're not being gross here.
Right. It's just a raw sausage
Yeah.
on an uncircumcised pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crust just sort of like starts to circle in towards the... Yeah. Way too much crust.
The end of the crust around a bit. In Britain, that's just how they all come. But
yeah.
That's just not how we do in the States.
No. It's a bit different here. We like our pizza better. So, anyways. Anyways,
let's not get into that debate.
Last time, we sort of debunked a lot of her stuff. We were saying...
Angel Star has a bullshit testimony.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, you're actually testiphoning.
She's testiphoning it in?
Yeah, testiphoning it in. Her testimony wasn't from B Block. It was from the security office. We have some conjectures about how she got the picture, that it was actually the McCree officer getting the picture, and that she has this horrible grudge against them.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Officer Marshall. So, and part of the reason why she's lying is to hide up the fact of that picture, so that way she doesn't have to reveal that he's involved, and that they're involved.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not that she was shy about that when we talked to her before.
That's true. She's kind of a slut. But, the 21st century, each their own.
21st century.
So, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Just
Zelda is a slut.
Yeah. Just don't lie about it in court. So, it still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Me?
Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Okay. So, Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station, sitting on her boyfriend's lap. But she lied and said she saw it from B Block.
B
Block. It must make a vital difference. But what? What would change? So, difference in lighting? I don't think so. Distance to the crime? Probably about the same?
Yeah, I mean...
Really, it's just angle of view to the crime, talking about the camera angles, right?
Maybe.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Distance to the crime makes sense, though, because they said that the security office is on the floor above it. So she would have to run down to get there. And
in running down, she would also lose visibility of Lana.
Exactly.
Okay. I could see that one, too.
It's one of those first two.
Yeah.
Probably distance, though, right?
You want to vote for distance?
Yeah, angle makes sense, though. If distance is wrong, we'll go to angle next.
Okay. I'm willing to lay the blame on you if we're wrong.
Cool.
We're not gonna be, because I said that, of course. So, it changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection! My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plan and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. It kind of is.
It is,
Yeah. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. I mean, not quite, because running downstairs is probably a lot easier than climbing a 9-foot-high fence. Just saying. I do one every day. And I don't have a fence to climb. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness? You?
Yes.
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
Not even close. The quality of my lunches has gone from low to an edible.
What's wrong with you? That's delicious. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
Oh my. He's getting jealous.
Yes. Would you like a uncircumcised pizza? I got like a stack behind here. I just keep them here at all times, just in case.
He's actually just sitting on a stack of uncircumcised pizza.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a chair. He sold it to buy more pizza.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. I'm surprised we haven't talked to the security guard.
Security guards aren't important.
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That's a lot of time you're not having eyes on this person.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Ooh, don't care for that. And that's right, I forgot about the door being locked.
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in the block.
Oh.
That's quite a detour. Fine. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, that's quite a long time.
Yeah.
Ma'am. 5 minutes. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. That doesn't really mean much.
It does to me. I'm going to be using that snapshot later.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
Thank you, Judge.
Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. It does not taste like pickled tapioca.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? I want to see. After the crime was committed. It's a good question.
We just raise a crime
Just be like, hey, now hold on there.
Raise
Just
an objection based on the fact that it took her 5 fucking minutes with her eyes off.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if we had something more solid to present. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it.
Take a second. Matter of fact.
You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente.
What a thing. Rainbow Lioli!
I knew you were going to say it.
I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene.
Whoops, sorry.
Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
I do not think that word means what you think it means. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Oh, shit. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid reels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
Oh, that's rude.
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My
Probably.
apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
Why? What the fuck, Judge?
He's very easily bought.
Yeah,
Let's hear about
apparently.
this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Yeah. Yeah. No, stop that.
Metal Gear Lunchbox is my favorite Metal Gear. It's a solid game.
Yeah.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up?
Oh shit.
2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. How would she... well, yeah, because she had her hand all fucked up. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed since yesterday? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
Yeah, she did mention that she has a boyfriend in forensics, so.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Now, is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
Hey, get off my back, bitch.
The prostitution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Okay, white enamel shoe. Bear traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky.
Lana.
Lana.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. I don't think blood tests come back that quickly.
She said the same blood type, which is not the same thing as a blood match.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you and I can have the same blood type.
What's your blood type?
A negative, I think.
No. I'm the non-rare O version.
Okay, so you're O positive.
Sure. I always forget if it's positive
Okay.
or negative.
Don't ever donate blood to me.
Okay, I will not. It has codeine in it anyway, so.
Your blood has codeine in it.
It just naturally occurs.
Oh.
That's why I'm so positive all the time.
Okay.
I'm a positive Poland.
No, that's not a normal thing for people to say.
It is now.
You're a
bitch.
I'm a positive Poland.
Yeah, man.
Not a positive Polish.
No, or Polak.
Right, just Poland. All of Poland, you're it, and it's very positive.
Yeah, I am the country.
Okay,
And she is the country.
because you have codeine in your blood.
Yeah,
Which is lethal to me.
yeah.
Instantly heart stopping.
So we're not going to become blood brothers.
Okay.
That's not a thing that people do in the 2000s anyway.
That's right, because we understand how bloodborne pathogens work.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I've had a lot of training on that.
Me too. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up?
No, you didn't. Tell me more. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime.
I detained the chief prostituter and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive, so I made her strip. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
Nice. Yeah. Call her a bitch. I like it.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prostituter's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See, this fashionable basket I have here? It carries much more than lunchboxes, gentlemen!
I'm happy for you in your lunchbox bag. Really.
Metal Gear lunchbox.
Metal Gear lunchbox.
In any case, you remove valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. You are under arrest, you stupid bitch. Now tell us what you did next.
Yeah, that'd be normally how it goes.
2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One, of course, was the victim's.
Alright, tell me about that. So, you brought it to the forensics department.
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
Not necessarily, but okay. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman.
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
Okay, they may be using blood type, it's just a generic thing here, so that's you can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie?
Huh.
Well, speak up. Cough up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
It was cold blood.
Yeah, that's how it happens. It comes out of the body and gets cold.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types within all the blood tests out there.
Not quite millions, but yes, there are a lot more than the A, B, O, A, B.
A, B, O, A, B. A, B, O, A, B. Which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood down to just one person.
No, you might be able to narrow it down to like a dozen people in the size of a city, but that blood test takes a while.
Or so I hear.
That's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA tests results.
Today?
Today. But they said that there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Skye's. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
I want to say there's over like 30 different types of markers that they can do in an advanced blood test before doing DNA testing. DNA testing? Yeah, something like that. It's a lot more than what they tell us, because there's no need for us to know unless you're going into the medical field.
I see.
Swallowed something weird.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You need to cough it up?
No, I just need something to drink. Where's some booze? I need some booze.
Alright.
Hold on for a sec, folks. I need booze. Ah, no!
Throw his headphones on the ground while he's rolling away with his blanket.
Yeah, it's my blanket. Shut the fuck up.
It's got teddy bears on it.
It does got teddy bears on it.
It is an adorable blanket.
Look, I've had this blanket since I was born.
It's in good shape for that. Did you find booze?
I found milk.
Oh, okay. Strange.
Sweet boozy milk.
A white Russian?
Yeah. But yeah, I've had this blanket since I was born. It's older than you. It came home from the hospital with me.
That is quite a blanket for a Balbo.
Yeah. Look, my aunt bought it for me. She didn't realize how big it was when she bought it.
She's like, I didn't know how big the baby would be.
She thought it was a baby-sized blanket, but she was my aunt does not have all of her brain there,
I see.
because drugs are a hell of a thing.
Yes.
But she's been mostly clean for a while now, I think. Ever since she got her latest husband. So, things have been going greater for her. Better. My aunt's a better person now.
Did we press
And
on that
again.
last one?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's pretty sly, hiding evidence like that.
There's nothing sly about a lawyer using the law as a weapon.
Agreed to disagree.
In any case, science is always on our side. Don't forget, scientific investigation is the wave of the future.
Huh. Maybe I should investigate this evidence a little more closely.
Yeah, I think we pressed on all of them except for the last one.
Yeah, but can we check this out? And I think it's saying that we need to do this. So, check that out.
This blood, it's my sister's, right? I can smell her on it.
It appears so. Mother's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
Okay, and, oh, your sister doesn't have a size that she wears. That's disappointing. Quagmire will be very upset.
Ah! There's blood here, too!
On the sole of the shoe. It's gotta be the victim's.
Okay, so we found it after. Oh, no, this is the victim's shoe.
Oh. I guess so. I thought this was...
Yeah, I was assuming it was her shoe.
Huh. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood.
So, Angel Star took the shoe off the victim?
Apparently.
All this blood, it's horrible. Gallons of the stuff.
Huh. This blood might be an important clue.
I agree.
Especially since, we now know whose shoe it is. What kind of man wears a shoe like this? Just...
I do, but like black.
Well, you have problems.
No.
I should have mentioned this 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Not bring this up. 2 types of blood were found in a shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. The blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. So, press on this one?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, that's the only one. So, I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Hey.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
Absolutely not.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
No problem. This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe?
Hey, well, this
Yeah.
is critical.
If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'll give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe?
I like the change of music to this little... Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just the change of music. I like it. I don't have good words.
Oh, yeah?
So, show us where the contradiction is. And it's, oh, look, it's right there.
Yeah.
Or right there. Yeah, just...
Take that.
I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be blood on... Oh! Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Can I volunteer for that position?
Put my foot down your throat till your shit's on my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Damn, Natalie. Yeah.
Damn, Natalie, you're a crazy chick. Yo, shut the fuck up and suck my dick.
I like that they got Natalie Portman to do that.
Yeah, she's...
It's great.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife.
But they couldn't get her to appear in Avengers. How about that
really
shit?
Need her to.
But still, rude.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, come on. She needed to be there. Or Thor 3. Was she in that at all?
No, but she's going to be in the next one.
Yeah. But a whole Thor movie without her.
She wasn't necessary for it. And Valkyrie is better girl anyway. Oh.
Lady Sif is the better girl.
I didn't say she was best girl.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Victim was stabbed with a knife. Alright, let's go on.
What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of a shoe?
Good question. How to get on her jacket then?
How would it... If he was in the car... I don't know. I think the implication is that he was stabbed in the car and then stepped in his own blood somehow, despite the fact that he died in the car.
Yeah. Which is, of course, normal.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then she jacked the shoe off his corpse from the trunk.
Yeah. Also normal. So yeah, where with the evidence? I'm hoping I don't have to present the shoe again.
Can you look at the picture? Yeah, that picture.
Yeah, I'm thinking this
There's
one.
no blood on the ground.
Yeah, there's no blood on the ground. All the blood ended up on the jacket, looks like.
So how would he
And
have
her hand's
stepped in
not bleeding.
his blood if there's no blood on the ground?
Yeah.
And that's 5 minutes after the crime was committed. That's got to be it, right?
Hopefully. Oh, yeah, okay. The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Goddamn right. Aha!
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order. Well, witness? What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh.
Yeah, that time that I had Valium, there were no footprints.
Yeah.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. I guess I've always assumed that Emma and Maya are just like talking low enough that only Phoenix can hear them. But twice now, Emma's talked loud enough that the judge and Edgeworth have heard her.
Yeah, they just full on shout in the courtroom.
Think, Mr. Wright, think!
Yeah, non-stop. Loud enough for the judge to hear.
And the man is non-stop.
Ellipses. Hey, I don't know why it's not there.
Because he wasn't murdered at this fucking parking lot, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What? I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. Well, what are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prostitute tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. That's a great
Is he
noise
trying
I
to
just
say
made.
that the oil washed away the footprint?
I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prostituter was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason, and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to the murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prostitute's specialty, erasing evidence. Well,
Oh, well,
that's
yeah,
true.
no, alright. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it.
But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Yeah, now. Give the verdict now. Edgeworth is really showing his Von Karma.
Yeah.
But Angel Star is on the prostitution side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky,
Guilty. Oh, they find her. Hold it.
Little girl, what did you just say?
Look, you were about to win here, bitch. You just had to shut up.
No, I think Emma was the one who objected, right? No,
Yeah.
or maybe not. Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prostitution side? Oh. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence! Well, wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
The time for deliberations has passed. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare me, the cough-up queen. Look at this! This bitch, I swear to God. A photograph.
This is, Huh.
Why is she concealing so much fucking evidence?
I don't know. She's just awful. Huh.
Also, the tape outline from the car is clearly wrong then.
Yeah.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence.
Judge, you are very dumb.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey! It's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. ... I am sorry, Mia.
Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt, take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end.
How is he seeing her without even Maya around?
Magic.
Oh.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore?
What do you mean by you people, Judge?
You don't even circumcise your pizza. I don't trust you. Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. What, did I just skip a thing? Fuck. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah. I'll think later.
That's it. That's the game.
Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in the photograph. Oh yeah, look at the muffler.
Yeah.
Or the tailpipe, right?
Yeah, because it's got that whole thing sticking out. I'm trying to see if there's anything else weird with his suit or anything. Not really. I mean, that looks like the right knife. You know, stab wound, body. Knife's still in there for some reason. Random ass shoe, but it has the right bloodstains right there. I think just this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The problem in this photograph is here.
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
You just said the muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf in this...
I hate you so much, Judge. You
And it-
dumb fuck.
I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Unless that's what it is in the muffler.
A muffler is also a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor, you fucking idiot. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see, and I see.
Like a sausage.
Yes. I put my sausage in the tailpipe. It was also uncircumcised. Very strange.
An uncircumcised tailpipe?
Yeah, I'm positive Poland as well, so it was kielbasa that I put in the tailpipe.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You're right over there?
Dude, man, it seems like it's been a long day already.
Right. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and
Oh,
save
no
it here.
way, man. We gotta be close to the end of this.
No, look. See, we're already at like 35 minutes.
Bro,
35.
I'm sure we're right at the fucking end of this.
Fine.
What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? Oh yeah, like you know what that is now. So what if there is something sticking out of my muff?
Oh.
What does that have to do with this case?
Well, could mean you
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Never mind. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
3 exclamation points. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Because she mentioned the muffler on the phone, right?
Yeah, there we go. I knew it got added somewhere, so take that. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Yeah.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh. Woo! She's dead.
Oh, shit.
Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law, which is why we should not do cases in 3 days.
And not allow time for evidence gathering.
Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. I'm a man of the cloth, after all. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so.
Whoa, that was close. But we made it. At least for now. Alright, there we go.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. I need a fucking nap. It's lunchtime after all. Dude, you just eaten like 1,000 things.
He's still hungry.
Boom!
There we go.
Baby, a proper end to this episode.
Could have left it on a cliffhanger, but no.
We always leave it on a quote-unquote cliffhanger, and you never remember what the cliffhanger is the next time.
And?
I'm sorry. Did I need to explain any further than that?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What's the problem with that?
He's a goose egg.
I don't remember shit about anything. That's why I build very intricate spreadsheets to remember shit for me.
Yeah, okay.
But there we go. I believe that is it. Now it's time to do shoutouts, yes?
Yes, Queen.
Okay. My shoutout is going to go towards a game that I very recently bought for Black Friday. And it is The Witcher 3, because they had the complete edition on PlayStation online store for like $14.
This is a pretty good deal.
Yeah, considering it's still going for like $40.
I think I got the physical copy of that on Xbox for like pretty cheap too, right?
Yeah, it's one of the games that seems to really go on sale often for a lot off, but if you need it normally, it's expensive as fuck. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've never played it before, but so far it seems like it's Skyrim, but good. Because I did not really like playing Skyrim.
I like to watch people play Skyrim. I don't actually like to play Skyrim myself.
Witcher 3 is really getting me into it. The cameras are a bit weird.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need to adjust the sensitivity on that a lot.
Maybe we can play this at the same time. Like, I'm playing through Ori right now, but like, I've been kind of wanting to play Witcher 3, and I got it on Xbox, and now we got the One X. It's going to be dank.
Yeah. And we have to add on games for our end of the year list and all that.
Yeah, we probably should do that before we make those videos, because that's like what people would probably say is the best game of the decade, right?
Right. It's definitely going to be on a lot of people's top list. So
yeah, we should probably both play that.
Yeah. We're working on those videos. We're wanting to get some games in to make sure we're there.
I gotta play King of Cards before we actually make the video.
Yeah. So. I was hoping to play Dark Crystal Tactics before we made that video, but it's not coming out!
It'll come out on 12/31.
I don't think it's going to.
No.
I think it's going to come out on February 15th. Yeah. They got like Funko Pops and stuff of Dark Crystal coming out in February, I want to say.
See, February I think works. So long as it's not March, because there's way too much shit coming out in March.
Yeah. There's always too much shit coming out in March.
Yeah, but especially next year. Ridiculous.
Yeah, my shout out is to Witcher 3. It's a really fun game. I'm liking it so far. I really like the card game. So, yeah.
I think they've got a separate game specifically for the card game.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to download it.
Interesting.
And I'm probably not going to get anywhere close to beating Witcher 3. I'm just going to play the card game.
That sounds like him. Yeah. I recall all of the weeks of Blitzball.
Yeah. I like Blitzball.
Anyway, I'm going to do a shout out to a game that I played on Xbox called The Invisible Hours. Now, this is a game that's usually supposed to be played in VR, but I don't have VR, and I played it on Xbox anyway, so it wouldn't have been in VR.
And VR is too expensive to just go get.
I know. The Oculus Rift S is $350 right now, and I'm like, I wish I could just afford to do that, but I'm not gonna, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Anyway, yeah, The Invisible Hours. It's made by a Spanish company called Tequila Works.
Nice.
And they've made a bunch of stuff that I'm kind of looking into now. It's basically like you're not a character. You're just basically just this disembodied thing that witnesses everything. And story-wise, I would say it's a lot like And Then There Were None, in which case a bunch of strangers come to an island that were invited by somebody, and then, they start dying off.
Right. So like the movie Clue or that episode of Family Guy.
Yeah, and then there were Fewer, which is based on And Then There Were None, and Clue is also based on Murder by Death, which is based on And Then There Were None. So And Then There Were None, basically. They even had Agatha Christie in the credits.
Which is awesome. And
it's a great book. Read it if you haven't. I'd read it over watching the Lifetime version. It was a good adaptation, but it's kind of boring compared. Anyway. But
Detective Conan also ripped it off?
Well, of course. That's been going for like 30 years. It's going to have to rip off something.
Yeah.
Might as well make it be the most popular...
The good shit.
...thing in the world. Anyway, but the interesting part of it is that two of the characters are Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. And Tesla is the victim. And it's really good.
Just like real life.
Yeah, exactly. And believe me, it's brought up. Yeah, it's a really fun game. Like, it's not fun, quote unquote, because basically you just stand around and listen and see what happens to people and get achievements and get that serotonin. But you're kind of putting together everything. You get to see what happened, unfurl everything. It's really interesting. You never really directly interact with the game at all. They in the opening credits they say this isn't really a movie or a game. It's more like a stage play. And I think that's fair.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really good. I found it at GameStop for like $6, and I think that was definitely worth it. I 100%ed it in a day, so that's not a very long game, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, I would definitely pick it up. The Invisible Hours.
Sounds good.
But yeah, all right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Thanks so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.